So there's something very important that you said that I think, over the years I've understood, particularly, on the Oprah show for years, we used to do coming out day, because there was a national coming out day. You say, when you tell your beloveds that you are gay or that whatever situation is going on, that you need to give them the space to accept that information,
right,
and to grieve who they thought you were, or to grieve their vision of what they expected.
They wanted for your life.
Yes, because your mother then has to grieve, oh, am I going to have grandchildren?
Absolutely.
Or all that
and
stuff.
Deal with whatever you need to deal with, and your child, I believe, should respect that.
Yeah.
Give them the space to mourn, to grieve the life they thought you were going to have.
The dream that I had for you.
Absolutely. Give them the time to let go of that dream. But make it safe for them in the process. And coming out for me was, what happens is when you're a kid and you know that you're gay, you develop a skill set that makes you dishonest. If you think about that for a second. When you know that you're gay and
you're trying to hide it.
Yeah, you have to lie. You feel that you have to lie so that you're not cast out, so that your parents don't cast you out. And the things that you learn to do socially, with friends on the school bus, in class, in school, at recess, with your family, how you have to pretend that you like a girl or that you're dating someone. I was 8 years old, 9 years old, when I became conscious of the fact that I was gay. And I had to develop a whole skill set around hiding that. And it's taken me almost all of my adult life to rid myself of those. Because I got pretty good at it.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's so interesting. I never thought of it that way before. What's also fascinating is that your mother accepted it. Your stepfather said, you see, I'm not treating you any differently. Your father, from what I've read, had the hardest time.
He did.
Yes.
He, unlike my mom, didn't have any gay people around him. He really didn't understand the lifestyle. And the most important thing that happened between my father and I when I came out was that he, for years, chose to believe it was a choice that I was making.
Yes.
And I remember...
And had said to you at one point, I don't understand why you're doing this.
Exactly. Why would you choose this? You
Yes.
could be with any woman. You can have such an amazing life. And I remember after several years of not being close to him, always being connected for holidays and things like that, but never really having a conversation with him after I came out. He was in Chicago visiting me, and I took him to the airport.
This is a great spiritual moment, I thought.
It was an enormous moment.
I thought that this was one of those moments that, had you not had the courage to speak up and say this, and so many people, they don't say it,
right,
and they spend the rest of their lives being upset with the other person or whatever. But I thought what you said and the way you said, go ahead, yeah.
So his flight was delayed. We went across the street to the hotel bar, and we sat down and each ordered a drink. And I asked him how he was, and he said he was fine. And then he asked me how I was, because he and my stepmother were worried that they would get a call someday that I had done something to myself. And I had started my design firm. I was living with my boyfriend in Chicago.
How old were you?
I was 24.
Okay.
And I thought, wait, what does he mean? And when it occurred to me that he thought that he would get a phone call that I had killed myself, because it's a very empty, lonely life, and how could we possibly attain any happiness? I had a moment where I thought to myself, either I'm going to stand up and walk away from how little this man knows me, or I'm going to dive in and really make my case for him to know me forever.
This was the big spiritual moment.
This was a moment.
Yeah. Did you know that it was a big spiritual moment?
I felt it. I felt it.